Hey guys, I'm here with one of my new friends. She's Lavender. I haven't named her yet, so if you have an idea of what I should name her, please tell me. Today's topic is about one of my favorites, the kitchen garden. So as you know, my company Rooted Garden designs, installs, and maintains kitchen gardens, and I run the Kitchen Garden Coach Society, which trains gardeners everywhere to do the same thing. So I get the question a lot, Nicole, what's a kitchen garden? I mean, is it a garden inside your kitchen? So I thought I'd answer that question today. A kitchen garden is not so much a garden inside your kitchen as it is a garden that's outside but harvested frequently to bring inside into the kitchen. A kitchen garden is going to be planted with vegetables and herbs and fruit that you use in your everyday meals. It's pretty awesome. So to explain a little bit more about the kitchen garden, I thought I'd just tell you how it's different from a vegetable garden. So number one, a kitchen garden and a vegetable garden are different because of their size. A kitchen garden is relatively small, so it's going to range from something as small as like 20 square feet all the way up to maybe 200, 250 square feet. A vegetable garden, on the other hand, could be huge. And sometimes it should be. A vegetable garden is going to be growing like sprawling fields of corn and melons and just loads and loads and loads of big vining plants. And so it needs some more space to spread out. But kitchen gardens are tidier and smaller, which brings me to my second point, location. So a kitchen garden should be located, you guessed it, near the kitchen. A kitchen garden needs to be as close to your home as possible, and kitchen gardens are actually designed to be like a focal point of your landscape. So rather than something you're gonna hide away, a kitchen garden is really like a feature point. It's a center place to invite your friends, to host parties, to hang out with your family. It's a pretty cool space to be in. But a vegetable garden generally is further away from your home because it's big and it needs a lot of space to spread out, and you're not necessarily going to be showing it off. There are going to be times for your vegetable garden where it might look a little not so great. So times when the land is just kind of plowed down, and then other times when the crops are a little bit wild and crazy. Not so with the kitchen garden though. It really should be set up so that it's nice and tidy and pretty, even in its off season. All right, the third difference between a kitchen garden and a vegetable garden is the way it's tended. So a kitchen garden is tended regularly. You're gonna be stepping out into your garden sometimes 3, 4, maybe 5 times a week. Not necessarily always to be working in it, but to harvest from it. So in our gardens, we harvest herbs and greens almost daily when they're growing really well. And then there'll be times on the weekends when you'll head out to harvest a lot of fruit. But not so much in the vegetable garden. While you may step out there to harvest, generally vegetable gardens are tended more intensively. So you'll plant a whole bunch at once and then you'll harvest a whole bunch at once. The tending isn't as tender, it's a little bit more tough. So you have to get out there and work in the fields, a little bit dirtier, a little bit tougher. And then you may end up with these huge harvests that you have to deal with. So you may end up doing like canning and storing and pickling and all that kind of stuff. A kitchen garden, you may or may not have to do that. Generally, you're going to be using almost all your harvests fresh because you're out there so often. Another difference between the kitchen garden and the vegetable garden is the overall purpose. So a vegetable garden is grown generally just for production. That's the main point, is lots and lots and lots of produce. And while you will get production out of the kitchen garden is really more about experience. So it's about getting out and learning about the way food is grown and what happens for each crop, and then just having that experience of picking a few things before a meal. In a kitchen garden, you can choose. You can either grow a large quantity of a small variety of plants, or you can grow a small quantity of a large variety. I've done both in my kitchen garden. So there are times when I just want to discover how certain things grow, and I'm not necessarily interested in getting pounds and pounds and pounds as a harvest. And then there are other times when I really, really want a lot of one particular thing and don't want to go to the grocery store for it. And in those seasons, I do a large quantity of a small variety. So that's another difference between a kitchen garden and a vegetable garden. Finally, the fifth reason, and the one I love the most, for a kitchen garden, I would say it's possible for everybody. And a vegetable garden isn't necessarily a good fit for every single person. A kitchen garden, because it's small, because it can be tended regularly with just a little bit of time, because you can fit it almost anywhere near your kitchen, and because it's more about the experience than about like the tough farming, I really think a kitchen garden is possible for every single person. If you like to eat, I think you do. If you have a kitchen, you should have a kitchen garden. A vegetable garden isn't necessarily for everybody. It takes up a lot of space, a good bit of time, and it's gonna require a lot of you when you bring in all that harvest. Vegetable gardens are awesome, but to be honest, I'm not a vegetable gardener. Being a mom and a business owner, there's really no way that I could handle all that produce or all that work. But a kitchen garden, I can do that all day long. To me, that is the difference between a kitchen garden and a vegetable garden. And it's the reason why I'm on a mission to get every single person to at least have a kitchen garden. You don't have to have a vegetable garden, but you gotta have a kitchen garden. Do you agree with me? What do you think? Are these true differences between the vegetable garden and the kitchen garden? I kind of like to think of it as a square and a rectangle and their relationship. Like every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. Is that true? Something like that. So every kitchen garden is a vegetable garden, but not every vegetable garden is a kitchen garden. I don't know. That's the way I see it. If you watch this video all the way to the end, you're amazing. And I want to thank you for bringing back the kitchen garden with me. I have so many fun things coming your way in the next few weeks about the kitchen garden, so I hope you'll stay tuned. And when you're ready to kickstart your kitchen garden, come sign up at gardenary.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you and talk more about kitchen gardening next time. Bye.